Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you are all well on this beautiful, beautiful, happy hump day. And do you know what else is beautiful? You are. That's right, you are. And we've got some meat and potatoes to serve up, as this is video 2 of 2. So if you haven't seen them both, you know what to do. Go and check out the other video that I did earlier today. Fireworks I see in the corner of my eye. Brilliant. But anyway, yes, this is video 2 of 2, and we talked about Steve Gonsalves being called out by his other daughter, Samantha Nelson, earlier. So if you missed it, go and check it out. Little bit personal feelings. I try and stay as calm and collective as possible. Sometimes that doesn't work out quite as well as it should, but look, it is what it is. And I've been through stuff myself that makes me feel a little bit of a certain way about specific things when they happen. But if you missed it, go check it out. What we're talking about now is I did a live last night. For those of you who missed that, it's there. You can go and watch that. But we was talking about multiple things. And one of them was specifically talking about Ann Taylor. Because we're in this situation now where we're waiting to go back to court. They're going to be in court on the 1st of December. I think it's a given what's going to happen there. I think this IgG situation, this DNA, I think it's going to be allowed. I can't see it being tossed out. I don't genuinely understand fully the argument in it. Get a Clue covered it very, very well in a video recently where he was talking about the fact that we have a scenario that it seems that there's this argument as to whether this DNA profile was handled right. Was it obtained correctly? And it makes you wonder whether Ann Taylor is disputing that the DNA is actually Bryan's, or whether she's simply saying, yes, it's Bryan's, but you didn't handle it correctly, which would seemingly point in the direction that she is trying to work a technicality angle. Which leads me to this question, and that is Ann Taylor in terms of how she is representing Bryan. And I'm asking you guys to let me know down below what you truly think, because I recently said that I felt that Ann Taylor perhaps needed to be replaced. Perhaps this public defender was in fact not the best person to be defending Bryan. Ultimately, she works for the state and she has links and roots that are deeply set in the Idaho ground. She has a history with the Idaho system, even the Greek one at that, the sorority queen indeed. But look, Ann Taylor, people think that she's some sort of hero, and maybe she is a hero, but I look at the way in which she is handling this situation, and I wonder what her angle is. What does she think in terms of Bryan's innocence or guilt? Now, my thought process is this. If Ann Taylor believes that Bryan Kohberger is an innocent man, then has the decisions that she's made reflected that? Does she think that he is indeed innocent? And if she does indeed believe that he is innocent, why did she not opt for the speedy trial? Again, let me know down below, because this could just be my naivety, my lack of understanding of the US laws and the way in which your legal system works. But surely my thought process is this. If you keep asking for discovery and you are not getting it, and you feel that things are indeed missing, then surely that's an indication that that's when you should snap and fight and go straight for the jugular, so to speak. Let's get it done, because you seem to not have all your ducks in a row, and my man is innocent. But does Ann Taylor believe that Bryan Kohberger is guilty? Because if she believes he's guilty, then I could argue and say that I feel that she is doing the very best she can under the circumstances that have been given to her, and that is she's a public defender. She has a job to do, and ultimately she believes that he's guilty, but she still has to defend him. And what is the best way to get a guilty man off of this situation, out of this situation? Surely it would be through a technicality or a later appeal. At the end of the day, like I say, she's got a job to do, and her entire career could be on the line with this. This could be one of those make or break situations. So I ask, does Ann Taylor believe that Bryan Kohberger is innocent, or does she believe that he's guilty? And what does her actions and inactions tell you as an individual watching this case from the outside? Do you believe that Ann Taylor does indeed believe that Bryan Kohberger is guilty? And the only way that she can get him off because of his poor alibi, which I'm going to cover in a standalone video tomorrow, so make sure you stick around, because I'm going to be touching quite heavily on alibis in particular and what makes a good alibi. But Bryan Kohberger being guilty, if he is guilty, how does he escape this? We are soon going to find out, possibly, potentially, hopefully, when this court case will go ahead. And if he's guilty, just think, if he's guilty, that means he did indeed drop the knife sheath at the crime scene. It is indeed his DNA, and it was a massive fuck-up. He did drive his own car. He did turn his own phone off. He was caught on multiple cameras. And he did commit this crime. Did he do it alone? Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe we'll never know. Maybe he'll raise who did it, but then that would be admittance of guilt, and that's not going to come forward from Bryan Kohberger. I can't see that, even if he is indeed guilty. But I say, if he is the guy who did it, then how does he get off it? Does he only get off it because of a technicality? Because of law enforcement and everyone around this doing something that they shouldn't have done? Let me know down below. Or is he innocent? And how does he get out of this if he is indeed innocent? Again, is it still the same thing? He can only get out on a technicality now because of a lack of a decent alibi? Or are there arguments to be had? And are we going to see literally the trial of the century? At least there's going to be cameras. We've been told there's going to be cameras for now, and I will be streaming it as much as possible. But let me know down below what you think. And Taylor, what does she truly think of Bryan, and what do her actions tell you? I'll catch you all in the next one.